Hey y'all, we are going to kind of just straight get started. I just want to make sure, okay, everything is connected. That's what I want to do. Let me say something in the chat real quick, and then we're getting started. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today is looking at the Idaho 4 and in the mind of a killer or a mastermind planner. As I said, say in the description of this, I think that the planner and the person who actually did the physical labor of unaliving are two different people, but we will find out in this as well. So what we want to do is figure that out and then get in the psyche of the mastermind of the person that said they needed to go, or so we can figure out why, and then to figure the psyche out of the killers so that we can find out more information on what happened. I'm going to be using the Everyday Witch cards. Some of these meanings are different, so I will be referring to the book because I didn't notice for a little while that they were different, and some of them are quite a lot different, so that's one reason I'm using these cards too. I think I finally got my streaming problems fixed. Between all these streaming platforms I have, most of them use so much whatever of your CPU and stuff, and it was just a mess. It took me all day yesterday, but sure, we're good. I think we are, but oops. And my Twitch, I need to change the I'll have to change the title on it because that's not the title. I actually thought it changed it, but it did not. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how I want to go into this. So I guess the first thing would be, let's see. Let's use these real quick. And find out the mastermind behind the planning, or the saying it needs to be done, and all that, and the killer, two different people. Oops. Make sure they just knock my internet off, because they do that sometimes when they slam that door in there. They're bad about that. It's me crazy. Okay, so it's this way. Okay, so is the mastermind and the killer different people? Okay. Okay, yeah. I mean, we have 4 of cups, 5 of cups, 6 of cups, 7 of cups. We have 9 cups, are all cups. Except there's 1 wands and there's 1 sword. Okay, let me see one other thing. Intuitive, subconscious, inner voice, third eye. Okay, that lets me know. Okay, yes, I believe there's the killer and the mastermind. Not that he didn't want to do this. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that the people that did this are not the ones that said, well, we are planning to do this. Like, they were approached about it, whether they owed a debt or whatever. I don't know at this point, but so the first thing we're going to do is look into the mastermind of the person that planned it, to find out why, what caused this, what is the energy of the reason that this person is needing at least one of them. That, I mean, we know. Okay, so y'all up here. Okay, so let's see. Not really what. Not away. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Oops. Making sure everything's running okay. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out exactly how. Okay, so I'm going to try this way first. See if I can do 3 cards for the mastermind, or the person that decided this had to be done. It's kind of energy of why, some kind of clarity of something, anyway, from it. Okay, so we have Three of Wands in reverse. Three of Wands in reverse. Um, Let me make sure. See, that looks a little different than. The clumsy figure, so it's in reverse. So the end of troubles, suspension, or end of adversary, disappointment, and toil. Okay, so they needed to end their problems with them, basically. That's the first one. Can we know what kind of problems? Because it was the end of their adversary, the end of their toil and trouble. So they were, whichever one was target, or if there was more than one, was trouble to them. They needed to end it, to end them being that pain, basically, in their butt, basically, the moon. So I'm sorry, y'all. Just make sure real quick. Like I said, I haven't memorized all these yet. It's just impossible to try to memorize every tarot deck. Hidden enemies, danger, calumny, darkness, terror, deception, error. So the moon, this moon doesn't mean just seer. It means hidden enemies, danger, darkness, terror, deception. So in this person's mind, I mean, they were danger to her business, to her, to. Then we have Two of Pentacles in reverse. And Two of Pentacles is about creating something, having abundant, like, being able to create something, make something, manifest something. I think that's the same thing, but we're going to make sure. Pentacles, let's see. Enforce Gately simulated enjoyment, literal sense of handwriting, composition, letters of exchange. Oh, okay, so it's like messages. So messages of kind of like message of enforcement, like she's getting messages that they're just kind of, I don't know whether like blurting her business out and just laughing about it, or telling the stuff and just acting like it's not a big deal. We're going to get more clarity on that. Just a second. Okay, you have a little bit more clarity on that. See, these meanings, that's completely different than the meaning in a regular tarot deck. So that's why I said I look at these. Okay. This deck, some more meaning with the Two of Pentacles. Okay. The Empress. I think this is pretty much the same, but we're going to make sure. The Empress, fruitfulness, initiative, action, long days, clandestine, the unknown, difficulty, doubt, ignorance. So So she felt that the girls were kind of ignorant, or at least one of them, Kaylee is who that's making me think of. It may be Maddie, but they're ignorant. They're just kind of, they're real pretty, but they're just kind of ignorant. Like they just don't they can't comprehend is what I'm getting with that. Let's see. And this is an energy reading. That is not me saying that. That is what I'm saying. The card is saying that's what I'm saying, that if that's what's going on, then that's what the link, and I'm going to say the link because that's who I believe that is saying. But this is an energy reading. This is my opinion. It is not fact. It is all speculation. It is my interpretation of the cards and the energy read from it. Please do your own research. Two of Wands in reverse. So, and I remember this one being different. In reverse, let's see, surprise, wonder, enchantment, emotion, trouble, fear. And because Kaylee, or we're going to say Kaylee or Maddie, one of the girls was like that, it made her, see, this is upside down. It's like that way she could see, she's trying to see, you know, what's going on basically, or getting messages this way. She had doubt and fear about the confidence that whatever they knew that might get out there would not come back on her or cause her to lose whatever, you know. Okay. See, we're going to do one more and then we'll do some true crime. I just want to get a little bit more light on that. Okay, well, of course. Okay, so the Emperor in reverse, Two of Swords in reverse, and the Hierophant in reverse. No, I'm sorry, the Hierophant. Temperance in reverse. I don't know what I'm talking about. Temperance in reverse, Two of Swords in reverse, and the Emperor. So let's do the Emperor in reverse. Compassionate credit. Also confusion to enemies, obstruction, immaturity. Okay. Two of Swords. Let's see. In reverse, imposture, falsehood, duplicity, disloyalty. Okay, and then temperance in reverse. So, things connected with churches, religious seeds, priesthood, also unfortunate combinations, disunion, competing interests. Okay. So basically, she thought that they could not be loyal. They had, you know, competing interests at disunion, unfortunate combinations, and then the Wands. Two of Wands in reverse is surprise, wonder. That's not Wands. I'm stupid. That's Two of Swords. Lord have mercy. That Wands was a while ago. So the Two of Swords in reverse is imposture, falsehood, duplicity, disloyalty. So yeah, she just thought that they, you know, could not be trusted. There's pentacles there. There's not pentacles here. So it's not really coming out. We're going to do one more and then we'll do true crime because I just want to see something.
Mainly, this is just telling us about the disloyalty, the Knight of Cups in reverse. Knight of Cups in reverse. So let me see. Trickery, artifice, subtly, swindling, duplicity, and fraud. Yeah, so it's she don't feel like she can trust, like it can cause, yeah, fraud, like it can that's what it can cause. And that card come up twice, basically a meaning another card that meant the same thing. So she can't trust them, and that's the whole. And see, I haven't got that one before. Like, of course, we knew we didn't think she could trust them, but it's not come up so emotional like that, or personal, as far as the link not being able to trust them. You know, like where it was that personal. So it must be something that they were saying that directly involved the link, or, and that's what I was trying to find out. Like that she handled, that he or she, but I think it's a she, that like personally, like literally handled, because it seemed like that was a very personal interest there on those. Very, very personal. So that's what it felt like. We're gonna get these, and then we'll do the killers, but I want to find some how else to do these, because these are hard to get out of here. Hard to get out of here. Okay. Let's see. Uh-oh. Put them upside down, didn't I? Oops. Okay, let me just check this chat while I'm sitting here like this. Okay. Okay, so now what I want to know, what do I want to know? Let's see. Okay, what? What was it that, and I don't know if we can know this or not, but what was it that they knew that the Link found out they were talking about, that they just could not trust them? She just felt that strong. Great Reset in reverse. Brands. Humanism in reverse. She felt they were fake. I mean, that's what. Leave them get with that. Let me just get some clarifiers to make sure that that's what. I'm not sure that's what it's saying. Okay, just some more information on that, and confirmation that that's what. A bad guy, and water supply in reverse. Oops. Oh, maybe she was. Okay, was it that she was. Wait a minute. Was it that they knew something about maybe a supplier that was a guy? I mean, it could have been a guy. I think it was a guy that was very close to the link that would. Maybe that was it. Let's see. Or that was connected to the link that would expose or whatever, Justice. Okay, I mean, that's me says yeah, because I was answering my question. That's Justice. That's saying that's exactly why. Okay, so movement. And that could be DRUGS or not. I'll have to. Assault. Poison, exposed. So yeah, that probably may be movement of, curse exposed. Okay, that's more like curse bad luck. And once, if that come out, it would not go back to the way it was before, like in old times, the way it was in old times before, for them, because, well, I mean, she's fake. I mean, that's okay. The one she had would like burn everything down. That body double deep fake. Again, she's saying they're fake. You know what I mean? And I think it's both. I think it's Maddie and Kaylee, especially with that coming out like that. When the monster comes out of the sea, this Bones card comes up. Not trashed. Revenge. Couple in reverse. I mean, it's more like she needed to split them up, because them two together, like, they, whatever they knew, and that's, okay. Yeah, she didn't want to have to fight. Like, she didn't want to have to go, that would have been a war that, happy in reverse. Just wasn't happy about it. Stranger. Oh, and it may have been either they were talking to somebody that was not in their family dynasty, like, you know, like a stranger that they were watching, that they were nervous because they thought was watching anyway. They're like, yeah, it would have been a explosion, like a, yeah, man-made disaster. Yeah. Yeah. Church. That card's coming up. It was not an accident. Okay. Clean up. Making a mess. So making a mess. It made a mess. That's come up. Serial killer exposed. Paper trail. Hiding out. So they were watching them. And either they thought the girls were trying to get lured, like, either they're saying that the girls were trying to lure the people that were in the organization into getting into trouble, or they thought somebody was trying to lure the girls into talking water in reverse. Need help, don't need help, don't need. They didn't want to be drowning. Yeah, they didn't. Communication, ain't no mountain high enough. Lost. And because they did not know what was going to go on, like, communication, ain't no mountain high enough. They can't be a mountain high enough that she loses on being able to watch what they're saying. And that's demonic possession. Yep. Crime of passion. She wouldn't be able to investigate them, basically, watch them, if they changed, like climate change. It's a climate change from Idaho to Texas. So. And she knew that they were getting intuition, like, about something, and the big pharma, that's to me what a lot. Digital evidence, yep. Secret reveal, secret. Evidence on the phones, like, yep. Organized crime revealed. Spouse, partner, Kaylee and Maddie, like, together, they were in it. Yeah. They couldn't let it be solved because it would have been treason against, like, treason is usually a crime or going against your country, but this would be like going against your organization. Treason revealed. They couldn't let that happen. And they felt that's what they were doing. They didn't want them to go because either they still needed them to do whatever they were doing, but I think it was more like that was it at first, and then they were just talking too much because they wanted to get out of it and they couldn't figure out how or whatever, and then they started talking. And desert in reverse. Okay, desert upright. You see it, but it's not there. You see it, but it's not there. Okay, desert in reverse. You don't see it, it is there. So I think there was just more danger there than they saw. Over money. Yep. Man-made hazard, like it's, yeah, man-made hazard. So stalking revealed. That's basically what terrorism. Mm-hmm. End of the road. Exposed. Accomplice partner in crime. So yeah, that embezzlement, because that usually what happens. Aliens in reverse. They couldn't find out, like, you know, they had to keep it a secret. They could not let anybody find out about the blood-sucking money, whatever, everything they was doing. And the rumors were getting, you know, because of the talking. And it was traveling. And they didn't want it to take their power away. Drugs, yeah, they had to bury it. This debt. Intergalactic travel, because they couldn't let it get outside the realm, you know, of gift. Frozen. So they had to trap to keep their gift, which, I mean, because they're sick-minded, that's just what, you know. They had to trap bloodline like that, Kaylee Maddie, because they were so close, you know. They had to trap them. That's his death hoax, but yeah. Inside. The alarm was going off. It was ringing, sounding. Life insurance in reverse, so no, you know. They had to change the time, you know. Secret revealed. Egotism. Confession. God. They can't hide from God. You know, they're not going to be able to cover it up from God. He knows, and they know that. Trying to distract him is not going to, you know, you can't. Because he loves, and they love. And that shouldn't have happened. World leader in reverse. So the people that were supposed to be leading, which this makes me think even more prominent that it's the link is somebody that is supposed to be a guidance to these students, to these kids. They needed to make it look more like a natural disaster. You know what I mean? Like a natural disaster with like a psycho killer like type thing. So they would not be, you know, locked down, and they did not lose their power. Okay, so that, good Lord, all these cards, y'all. That tells me a lot. Okay, now we're going to do the killer. So that is the message. That is the person that decided that that was what was going to be their fate. That, you know, then they had to get someone to do it. And so that's where we're at now. We're just going to take Brian and Brent, everybody out of it. We're not going to say any names of who. We're just going to refer to them as the killer. You know what I mean? The person that did the action. Where we're going to be right now with it. And I'm not saying he's innocent. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying for this reading, for the purpose of this, that's what we're going to do. Okay. So, now, what I want to know is, did she just any, mini, money, mo, somebody off the street, or what was the reason for the people she picked, the person she picked, or whatever. Person, people. I'm sure she didn't just walk up to somebody on the street and say, "Hey, do you want to?" I mean, I wouldn't think so. Yeah, I would not think that would go over really well. The mighty. So somebody high up. They may be talking about herself. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. I'm feeling called to do that, y'all, because I hadn't knocked the. Yeah. Staged. Okay, so yeah, we still have one because I'm still not sure. Well, I staged in reverse, so it's not staged. So it's not an act. Like, I don't know what that really means. Okay, Project Bluebeam in reverse. So it wasn't somebody unknown. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't somebody unknown that she got, because I said that she didn't just find nobody off the street. Okay, that's what that means. So it wasn't like an unknown, like alien. Like, it wasn't unknown. Okay. The person wasn't unknown. That's okay. Antichrist of the devil. I mean, that's just end of the road. Manipulation. The tunnel to hell. Right along with the devil. The portal to hell. No, that's not the portal. That's the trying to see light at the end of the tunnel. Okay. Hang on, and I'll tell you what I think. 1 second. Okay, here's how we're supposed to do this, because they're not jumping out, so it means it's probably just going to be harder for us to figure out the reason. Interference, evil corporation. Okay, so they're interfering in the corporation. So is that, she's saying, wait a minute, are they saying that the person they got to do that? Wait a minute. Rebellion revealed. Hang on just a second. This is getting interesting. A little bit there. So are they saying that the person they got to do the actual action of the killings was somebody that was rebelling against their organization? It's coming to the end of the road because they were. Is that why they got them to do it? Okay, just hang on a second. Let me see. Okay. Fake news. Okay, so this is. Gotta love this confusing stuff. Okay. Affair. So. Affair. So they were willing to go along with the, the plan collapse. Jealousy. Blackmail. A mystery. Knife in somebody's back. Flow. White collar crime. Prophecy. Neighborhood in reverse. Okay, so when I think of prophecy like this, I'm thinking of hang on. Earth. Chemtrails. Crimes against humanity in reverse. So crimes against humanity revealed. Bad. Not premeditated. Political warfare. Bad guy. Okay. Okay, explosive. Never surrender. There's another one I thought I saw over here, but maybe not. Oh, there's a bad guy again. Good guy. Some reptilian. Control. Fear. Cult. Okay, so what I'm getting from this is she found somebody that weird science in reverse, so that's real unnatural causes. Real death. She found somebody that she knew had a mental illness success. That's what, yep. That she knew had some kind of something, like whatever the reason the person had, whatever kind of illness, mental situation they had, that was a part of their organization, that she really did not, because it come out in the beginning, like, and she called him a reptilian even, so that's saying that she didn't really trust them, so she needed somebody that she needed to get whoever that was away anyway from the organization too, so that just killed two birds with one stone. Now, whether she knew he was actually going to get caught or not, I don't know, but she just figured that she wouldn't stay around there, or they would get caught. We'll have to dig deeper into that, because I'm not sure. So let me see. So did she just think that the person would just go away after they did this, or what was the reasoning that I'm having this strong feeling of like get gone, like they would get gone? Manipulation, caregiver, family. I mean, basically she would manipulate because she's a leader, they're like a family organization. That's what they, all organizations pretty much do that. So she would manipulate the situation to where it's weird. I don't know. And I wonder if and I said we weren't going to talk about Brian, but I wonder because if it was him, which I mean, I believe it was, honestly, but because he was getting law enforcement, I wonder if that is what lies exposed. So was it because he was trying to get in law enforcement and that made her uncomfortable? Like, because he could have been holding the bullets like was like playing Russian roulette. Let's see, let me make sure. So she was worried about that, probably because they had never had nobody except crooked ones in there. Let's see. Yeah, warning. So she was getting like a warning. She felt like she was getting a warning that, that could be disastrous. That could burn down their, predictive programming, their predictive way of life. Evidence revealed. So that's supposed to ask about the evidence. That makes me even think more that the stuff was planted, that there was evidence planted there. because he's not going to be a risk to them. Like that way he's not a risk. Or hit and run revealed, missing piece exposed. So that was the missing piece, or missing piece revealed. Because if not, then they would have their hands tied, the organization and real person. Yes. Okay, well, that answered that. Okay, then. Righty. So, again, this is an energy reading. This is all alleged. This is my opinion. It is not fact. Please do your own research. And what I'm going to do, because this is 46 minutes in, we're going to do the psyche of the killer's mind, but I'm not going to do that right now with this reading, just because they need to be separated so I can file them, different, so that it's not too much information at one time, overloading, and me not retaining any of it. So that's why I did this over and went back to do this over, so that we could get better, more clear information, because I think we're going to, some people, and I've went over it once or twice, not on YouTube, but like 2 or 3 times in my head, and because there's stuff that don't make sense, there's stuff that does make sense, and I think it's just a mess. I think they worked backwards or something. That's the only thing I can think of that could have happened. Because I get that, he was involved in a way, in a bad way enough that they can't put him to death because there's more people. But, I don't know what's going to happen with that. But anyway, so that's what I got. And we will do, I don't know if I'm going to do it today or tomorrow. There's a couple of other readings I need to get out with the news, with the stuff going on. I've still got to look. My dog's about to have a fit. He's got to go pee. So I'm going to sign off from here and let him go out and all that good stuff. But we will be doing the psyche of the killer's mind, and that's what I wanted to do today, was get in the mastermind of the psyche. But I just, killer on there is what I put, because number one, I had to write 2 paragraphs to explain that it may not be the killer and the planner and the mastermind may not be the same person, and it was easier to just write it like that and then find out if they were 2 different people or not. There could be 3 different ones, who knows, at this point. But anyway, so we will get back to that, and I will probably be putting out a couple more readings on what's going on, because there's so much going on with our ships getting attacked and stuff in the Red Sea. So be looking out for those. Y'all have a good